1.5 a game behind the Celtics. The Celtics, they've been struggling a little bit lately, Chene. They've dropped 3 straight at home after last night's game against the Pacers. We're going to take you there now. It hasn't been pretty. They were rolling early, and it's kind of come to a screeching halt. You can see the Celtics, Jason Tatum there. We're picking this up in the second quarter. The Celtics down 27 at this point, and the boos, they were coming out in Boston.
First time for Joe to hear this.
So the Celtics, they trailed by 28 at the half, Chene, but Jason Tatum, he did get him back in it a little bit.
Yeah, if you think about it, okay, they're losing, but their stars are producing. And what? Get off me, bro. Right-handed dunk. He's been averaging 30 points still, but they have not translated to wins. Same numbers for Jaylen Brown, so you just sort of wonder what's going wrong for them. Their offense is just a little bit more disjointed than usual.
Well, Tatum had 15 in the third.
Gotta guard him, y'all.
Fourth quarter, Celtics down 10. Tatum hits a 3 to cut the lead to single digits. He would finish, as you mentioned, with 41 points.
There you go, that part. I mean, I think these guys are so good that they're gonna get their numbers, but they don't want to settle into one-on-one play. But look at this, the Pacers, you cannot sleep on them, and you can't sleep on that guy either.
You cannot sleep on Tyrese Halliburton. He had 33 points, 8 assists. The Pacers, they would go on to win this one, 117-112. Take a listen to Jason Tatum after the game.
We just got to regroup. We got to get back to, we got to learn how to win again. You know, I think it's not as simple as that, but, we got to get back to having fun. Basketball is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be loose. It's supposed to be competitive, but we just having a tough stretch. I've had a tough stretch every year since I've been in the NBA, and this is no different. But, we got to figure it out. We got to regroup. We got to get back on track, essentially.
All right, we don't want to be too much of a prisoner of the moment here. The Celtics, though, they rolled through their first 26 games, going a league-best 21-5 with an offensive efficiency of almost 120, and that was on pace to be the best in at least 25 seasons. But since then, they've lost 5 of 6. Their offense has just cratered to last in the league, and that's during this stretch. So, Perk, give me a diagnosis here. These are your guys. What's going on in Boston?
Selfish basketball. Selfish basketball, no sense of urgency. They started off the season and they looked like a team. They looked like the best team in basketball. And then all of a sudden, you start hearing the praise of Jason Tatum being the MVP frontrunner. You start to hear the praise of Jaylen Brown, emerges of being in the same conversation as all the other young superstars. And all of a sudden, they stop playing agenda-free basketball and start worrying about their individual goals. And now this is why you see the Celtics offense begin to come stagnant. You don't see guys making the extra pass or the hockey assist, the pass that's going to lead to the bucket. You don't see the other role players being involved. Last night I looked at their shot chart and Jason Tatum, 20-plus shot attempts. Jaylen Brown, 20-plus shot attempts. The only other player that had 10-plus shot attempts was Malcolm Brogdon. Like, you're not going to win that way. And so when you come out with your hidden agendas, it's going to result in losses. And so the fans booed them because they don't see the sense of urgency, especially on the defensive end.
Brian, what are you seeing here?
Yeah, so you're Malika, their offense hasn't been the same. They kind of got away with it at the end of their West Coast trip when they got that win over the Lakers. This really, by all rights, should be a 6-game losing streak. And I think when they came home to a 7-game homestand, which is what they're on right now, I think they definitely dropped their guard. They didn't come off that road trip thinking that they had to tighten up. They came off that road trip and relaxed. And so that is not something that you want to see from a championship-level team. Now, I also will point out a couple of things. One, all of their guys were shooting like the career best numbers down the line, whether it was from the foul line, the three-point line. Some of this was they just cooled off a little bit, which is natural. They were playing the #1 offense in the history of the NBA.
Right.
So some of it's coming back. The other thing is, in the second half last night, they did look more like themselves. And that could be the beginning of some momentum. And the one thing they've got going for them, they got a huge game on Sunday. To me, it's the centerpiece game of the day. They should not have a problem getting up for that one with Giannis coming in for the premier Christmas Day game. So I will look forward to them having a bounce-back weekend.
Well, they have to face the Timberwolves tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern before then. And then, yes, we get to that enormous matchup on Christmas Day. Thank you for reminding me of that, Brian. I'm so excited for that game.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.